Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Liberty Report. I'm your host, Chadwick. Tonight we have some tragic news to report. The U.S. Navy has identified the 2 Navy SEALs who went missing off the coast of Somalia. Let's dive into the details. The Navy Special Warfare Command has released the names of the missing Navy SEALs. They are Navy Special Warfare Operator First Class Christopher J. Chambers and Navy Special Warfare Operator Second Class Nathan Gage Ingram. These brave men were reported missing after a nighttime raid of a boat smuggling Iranian weapons to Houthi rebels off the coast of Somalia on January 11th. Chambers, 37, from Maryland, enlisted in the Navy in 2012. He was a decorated warrior, receiving awards such as the Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medal with Combat C, 3 Navy Marine Corps Achievement Medals, an Army Achievement Medal, and a Combat Action Ribbon, among others. Ingram, 27, from Texas, enlisted in the Navy in 2019 and also had various personal and unit awards. Chambers and Ingram were not only exceptional warriors, but also cherished teammates and dear friends to many within the Naval Special Warfare community. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their families, friends, and teammates during this incredibly challenging time. The search and rescue operations concluded on Sunday, with the 2 SEALs presumed dead. The U.S. Central Command stated the efforts now switched to a recovery. This 10-day search covered over 21,000 square miles with the assistance from Spain and Japan. The incident is still under investigation, and the Navy is working to determine the cause of the tragedy. Our hearts go out to the families and friends of Chambers and Ingram, as well as the entire Special Operations community. Now, shifting our focus to the ongoing conflict between Israeli troops and Palestinians in Gaza, Israeli forces have suffered their worst loss in Gaza, with 24 soldiers killed in a single day. The military has encircled the main city of Khan Younis, trapping Palestinian residents who are trying to flee. Hospitals in Khan Younis have been stormed or cut off by Israeli forces, making it impossible to reach the wounded. Civilians attempting to escape the city have found their exit routes blocked by Israeli forces. Tanks have advanced across the city, shutting off the last road towards the coast and preventing civilians from fleeing towards the Egyptian border. The Palestinian death toll has risen to at least 195 in the past 24 hours, with thousands more feared dead in the rubble. Palestinian officials have accused the advancing Israelis of blockading hospitals, making it impossible to reach the dead and wounded. In the midst of the conflict, a man named Ahid Masma brought 5 bodies he found to a hospital on a donkey cart. Bodies are being buried in the grounds of the main hospital in Khan Younis because it is unsafe to go out to the cemetery. Another hospital, Al-Khair, was stormed by Israeli troops who arrested staff. The Israeli losses announced today have been celebrated as a victory by Palestinians. They see it as a fulfillment of their promise to make Gaza a graveyard for the occupation. Israelis, on the other hand, view the losses as a necessary sacrifice in their war against Hamas fighters. The conflict in Gaza has caused widespread displacement, with nearly all of Gaza's 2.3 million people losing their homes. Israel has vowed to wipe out Hamas, which has controlled Gaza since 2007 and is sworn to Israel's destruction. While the war still has overwhelming public support in Israel, discontent is emerging with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's strategy. There is a growing call for more effort to bring home the hostages held by Hamas, even if it means reining in the war. The conflict in Gaza has also had implications beyond the region, with unrest in other Middle East countries where armed groups allied to Iran operate. The United States and Britain have carried out strikes against the Iran-aligned Houthi movement in Yemen. That's all for today's episode of Liberty Report. Thanks for joining. Remember to share and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. No, we won't see you tomorrow. It's Shabbat, so Shalom on the Sabbath. We'll see you on the beginning of the week, Sunday. Our hearts go out to the families and friends of Chambers and Ingram,